The pairing of Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams hasn't been as seamless as many anticipated, but despite Chicago's rocky start, there's a sense of optimism about where things are headed. 2 games in, the Bears are winless, yet Johnson believes he's already seen meaningful progress from his young quarterback. Williams' stat line doesn't jump off the page. He's completed just over 60% of his passes for a little more than 400 yards, tossing 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. The results, however, have been brutal. A heartbreaking collapse against Minnesota followed by a blowout loss to Detroit has left the Bears scrambling for answers. Still, inside the building, Johnson points to growth more than shortcomings. Speaking earlier this week, the offensive coordinator emphasized that Williams is showing signs of maturity in critical areas. The mistakes are still there, from holding the ball too long to drifting through progressions a beat slower than coached. Yet Johnson highlighted moments where the rookie's footwork and poise allowed him to work deeper into reads, even reaching his 3rd or 4th option and delivering with confidence. That, Johnson insists, is real development, the kind that builds over time. The box score may suggest struggles, but Williams has flashed. His timing with second-year wideout Rome Odunze is starting to click, giving Chicago a spark through the air. Several plays have showcased why he was taken so highly, blending arm talent with creativity outside the pocket. For a team searching for stability, those glimpses matter. Of course, the larger issues remain. Chicago has lacked consistency across the board. Against Detroit, turnovers piled up, early down failures left them constantly behind schedule, and the defense couldn't hold up against one of the league's most explosive offenses. The run game hasn't provided much relief either, forcing Williams into tough situations where he's asked to do too much, too soon. Johnson isn't ignoring those realities, but his focus is on the process, not the panic. For him, what matters most is whether Williams is stacking improvement week after week, finding rhythm, and learning from the inevitable rough patches. Growth, Johnson believes, doesn't always show up in the win column, especially this early. 2 weeks is hardly a definitive judgment. The Bears still have a long climb ahead, and Williams must find greater consistency if Chicago hopes to turn things around. But inside Halas Hall, the view is different from the outside. Johnson sees a young quarterback learning on the job, embracing the grind, and taking steps forward, even if the record doesn't show it yet.